What did you make of this? Four-man round-robin tournament for the BMF. Justin Gaethje, Max Holloway, Dustin Poirier, and Dan Hooker. What do you make of it?
Love it. What a suggestion. I love it. I'm in.
Anybody that suggests outlandish violence, you just go, yeah.
No, what? Every one of them, when they fought, was incredible.
What did you make of this? Last 24 hours. I always tune in on a Tuesday morning to, on a Wednesday morning, Tuesday night, this is in America, to Dana White's Contender Series, because it's the only time, really, that he gets in front of the media and starts answering questions. And someone posted what Dustin Poirier had thrown out on social media about a four-man round-robin tournament for the BMF. And the people that he named for this are Justin Gaethje, Max Holloway, and Dan Hooker. What do you make of it?
Love it. I absolutely love it. Legends. Legends galore. And, yeah, Dustin would say that, though, would he? Because we all know how well Dustin's done with these fellas. So, but every one of them. I mean, the Hooker. We were talking about the Hooker and Poirier fight the other day, weren't we? We was talking about all them fights. Listen, put more of them into my veins. Let's go.
On what you've just said there, it is quite amusing, that, actually, because the only person to have beaten him out of them three is Justin Gaethje, and he's beaten Gaethje. So he beat Gaethje in the first one. He's 1-1 with him. He's 2-0 with Max. And he's also, obviously, that fantastic fight that you said during the COVID pandemic with Dan Hooker. He's already beaten him in an absolute war. But listen, man, well, I think we're at that stage of the career now for Dustin Poirier where he's earned his stripes. He gets to call what he wants to call. And if he just wants to have a proper slobber knocker with somebody, then let's try and make that happen for him. Personally, I would love that trilogy fight with Justin Gaethje. That would be fantastic if we can make that happen. I know we've only just recently seen it for a BMF and Gaethje knocked him out, but I would love them to maybe make number 3 there.
Can I just say how well that Max Holloway win has aged? Because, wow, like to beat Max Holloway the way he did, Adam, he beat him up. He beat Max Holloway up. Like
we've got to remember, Max did come up in weight for that.
No, I know.
And it was a replacement, wasn't it? But yeah, you're right. Max is
like Max at the minute is, especially if he goes out and does it against the Poirier. You know what I mean? Like to beat him in the fashion that he did. I remember watching that fight. I just thought Holloway all day. I'm a big Holloway fan. And the way Dustin walks him down and dealt with him. I mean, we're talking about weights, yeah. Max is huge. It's not like he had to come in underweight. And Poirier was also a 55er once upon a time. Do you know what I mean? So it's just like, it is what it is with the weights. But the way he did that was incredible. Poirier can do whatever he wants at this stage. He's given us so many moments over the years. And what a suggestion. I love it. I'm in.
Just look, anybody that suggests outlandish violence, you just go, yeah.
No, what? I mean, them fights, every one of them when they fought was incredible. It was incredible, wasn't it?
Yeah, they were. Because the first Gaethje fight is, I don't know if it's his debut, but it's really early in Gaethje's career in the UFC.
Yeah, wow,
It comes over as the highlight reel, doesn't it? And then he just has a couple of bumps. He had Michael Johnson as well in there. And then he ran into Poirier. But they had a great back and forth and Poirier finishes him.
It's always back and forth. It's always back and forth, isn't it? It's never his way, is it? Yeah. It's always this with Poirier, and we love him for it.
Listen, he suggested it. Dana seems in. Let's get it on. The four-man tournament. And the resurgence of Dan Hooker as well. Always good to have his name thrown in there. Whilst we're talking Gaethje, I don't know if you've seen, there was a question thrown at Dana last night. And I believe that this has come from MMA manager Ali Abdelaziz. He didn't ask the question, but I think he said this on a podcast, and one of the media members has thrown this towards Dana about Conor turning down Justin Gaethje many times. Now, listen, I'm not here to doubt anybody making claims about this, that, and the other, but what I know of Conor McGregor, turning down, I don't think Conor McGregor turns down fights, does he?
I mean, he's up for it. He's fought everyone.
Come on.
And yeah, I can't see it, to be honest. But Ali's a character, innit? Listen, Ali is a character. Ali is fun to watch. The game needs Ali Abdelaziz. Like, the stuff that he comes out with, it's hilarious. What a character.
But in what he's doing there, I mean, whether it's true or not,
he's creating a narrative.
He's creating a story. He's exactly that, mate. So if Conor's going to fight again, he wants his guy to get some dough. Justin Gaethje's his guy. Listen, Conor, if you play into the ego, play to Conor's ego a little bit, and then Conor goes, I didn't turn nobody down. I'll tell you what, put him in the octagon. Let's get this thing on. Then Ali has done his job for his client. His client's getting weighed in, and he gets an opportunity against Conor. It's going to be interesting to see how this Conor story starts to play, isn't it? Because I've told you what I think the fight should be. Jorge Masvidal to get us rocking rolling at the start of next year, and then who knows how it plays out with the remainder of the year, mate. But one thing that I do know is that some people might be against it. I'm all for it. Let's have Conor McGregor back in the UFC because it's a brighter place when he's here.
No, we need it right now, especially with Alex Pereira. He's getting older, mate, and he's coming towards the end now, isn't he? I mean, let's have it right. And Sean O'Malley's just lost. The guy that I actually said was the main guy in the UFC, to Poirier, and everyone laughed at me. Like
he is.
He goes and brushes Max. He is the biggest guy in the sport. I think he could be bigger than Pereira if he really does Max. If he really does Max. Like, we're talking about a superstar here.
The thing is, this is an interesting conversation.
It is.
About Ilia Topuria, because he is a sensational mixed martial artist, right? Sensational.
Ridiculous.
His boxing's outstanding. His grappling, we haven't seen too much of it in the UFC, but his grappling's outstanding too. He floats between 145 and 155. We all remember him going up and fighting Jai Herbert, who can crack. And Jai Herbert dropped him. But look what happened. He got up and he went, you cheeky so-and-so. And gave him an hiding and nailed him and knocked out Jai Herbert. Now, okay, people might think, well, Jai's not at a championship level. Okay, granted.
Yeah.
But look what he did to Volk. We know Volk is. Look what he did there. If he does listen, last time out, Max suffered his first ever knockdown. Not stoppage. Knockdown. Now I know that we mentioned Dustin and Max, didn't we? And Dustin subbed him, right? But nobody's knocked him out. If Ilia Topuria ends this ridiculous run that Max is on of fights where he's not suffered a stoppage defeat, we are then all of a sudden, I think we've got a new contender in the pound for pound conversation, mate. I genuinely believe that because of where Max is at. And if you add the Volk victory in there, he could be the star. And the thing is about it with Ilia Topuria. Sorry, we've gone off on a tangent here, but Ilia Topuria, he can do it inside the cage. That's the key. That's obviously the key thing. He's got that little bit of something different outside of the cage. He's like, do you know, like one of them Bond baddies that's like a multi-millionaire Bond baddie that doesn't really say too much. It's a little bit understated. Wears the nice suits and all that type of carry. He's got that vibe about him, which I think, all right, it appeals to a certain demographic or a certain audience. But I genuinely think you can market that and make it, wow, like proper crazy.
Well, he's already doing that. Let's have it right. I mean, he's wearing the suits. He's at the Bernabeu. His style, like, obviously I've got the same manager, so I'm a bit biased. But from what he tells me and what I've heard about him from on the inside, like, his grappling is better than his striking. Yeah. Now, that is a terrifying thought, really, isn't it? When you're watching a guy who's got, let's have it right, pro boxing level hands, like world class body shots. The way he goes to the body and moves in and out of the pocket is phenomenal for MMA. And then you put it along with the way he dresses, the way he talks, the way he carries himself. And then he knocks out Max Holloway. Yeah, I think we've got Sean O'Malley there, and we've got Ilia Topuria there, if he does it.
It's a big if, but it's a great fight. And that's next month. We'll get to that next month.
Cannot wait for that fight, mate.
There you go. How many training sessions is it today, pal? How many we got in?
Well, I'm about to go and roll up the body. I had to wait for sunset now. It's nearly sunset. So off I go, mate. Darkness. Real darkness.
Up to the statue.
On my own. Headphones in. With your thoughts. Let's go.
The life of a fighter, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. Thank you very much for tuning in to us. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Plenty of MMA chat coming your way. Next week, our team are going to be on the ground for Francis Ngannou and Renan Ferreira. We'll be getting you as close to that action as possible. Obviously, Cyborg and Pacheco on there as well. And we've got Fabian Edwards taking on Johnny Eblen, which should be a cracker. This is all in the PFL, so we'll get you as close as we possibly can to that action. So like and subscribe to the channel so you never miss out. We'll catch you next time.
On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.